Let's talk about how a Harris Partners agent handles price.
Yes.
How does a seller or a buyer work out what is a fair price for the property?
Yes.
And how do you or your agents help come to
Yes.
that right amount? Because it's really tricky.
It is really tricky when you're not in real estate. When you are in real estate, you've got a pretty good idea of what fair market price is. So you should set your fair market price based on comparable sales and market strength at the time.
You're looking at things like comparable sales, so your local area knowledge has to be really on point and up to date. Looking at the attributes that the home has, what the owner has done to the property since they've been there, and any additions or renovations. And also judging the market and what the sort of buyer sentiment is at the time as well is very important.
An independent valuation, whether you're a buyer or a seller, will tell you what roughly market price is on that product in the current market that you get that valuation. Fair market value at the point of valuation should never be mistaken for best market price. And when you're a seller, you're not looking to sell to a valuation price point. You're looking to sell for the best possible price that you can from the open market.
And what's your experience of independent valuations? Are they pretty much on the money?
Valuers work within a 10% variance. That's their acceptable level. And I think for most properties in the inner west, if you called 3 valuers to come and value a property, you'd probably get 3 different numbers. Now, these guys go to university to be pragmatic and completely unemotional and put a number on a property. And in most cases, there's a variance. So when you're dealing with emotional buyers, I think the variance can be much greater than that.
Like all professions, there's good valuers and there's not so good valuers. There's valuers that do their research and there's valuers that are probably a little bit lazy, if you like. But the key is, if you're selling your home, is to understand what fair market value for your property is, price at fair market value. And what I do know about market value, Nina, is that there's more than one buyer at market value. And by pricing at market value, you will attract the marketplace to your home. And from that point, it's a case of who's prepared to pay the most for your home.
When the property's on the market, we're going to start to get feedback from the buyers themselves. That'll be giving us some indication to where the value might sit.
There's a terrific saying in real estate: if you overprice, you'll undersell. And what that means is that if you put too high a price on your property, you'll scare buyers off, you won't get any engagement through your campaign, you're going to clean the house each Saturday morning for no activity. And that's why I say to people, it's okay if you want. Don't feel greedy about wanting as much as you possibly can for your home. But that doesn't mean that you should overprice your home as a protection mechanism. Some people overprice with the intention of coming down in price, and that's exactly what happens to them. Where if we price at fair market price, we'll create competition in our home, and that's when the best buyer will have to compete on price to buy the property.